This park is unique in so many ways and all the ecological functions it performs. We really went through a step-by-step process in building the park, starting out with our demolition, and then once we got the stormwater management in, we were able to get the whole site and the pathways in stone and on grade. The lost library is right here, and we've got the circle, and then we go kind of to Logtown over on this side right here. Some of the more memorable experiences of building the park were when we did the walls around the fallen log and getting the elevations right, because that's one area in the park where we weren't limited by the critical root zones of the trees, so we're able to create the level section with the two circular walls for the falling log, which is a big play element within the park. This park is designed so all the water that comes onto the park is caught in different stormwater management functions, rain gardens and different spillways, so the water is treated 5 times before it even leaves the site. On the back side of the rain garden, we installed a pump where kids can actually pump it up. There's a release to get the water, and they can follow the water down through the park into the spiral and then watch it go down and recharge the groundwater system.
We have a series of stepped rain garden pools that everybody will be able to notice because they are quite large, and you can see actually tiers of weirs kind of going down, and as the visitor to the park, you'll just see it again as a big flower bed. It's a huge pollinator garden.
You know, the excavation there was monumental, and because we're treating so much water, but it was a fun process to build, and when we look at it today, you can't even tell that those are rain gardens.
Constitution Gardens Park is the first city park in the whole capital region with a nature play theme.
You're going to have the fallen log, the water spiral with the water plays over on that side. The rain gardens are on this side right here, and these will be picnic benches that line this side over here.
The city was brave to take this step. It's a pretty innovative thing to do.
It's great for the city so we can get more interest to this park that was ever here before. So we're taking all the elements of nature of things that we did when we were kids and putting it into a municipal setting for everybody to enjoy. It's a nature park in an urban setting.
We used almost exclusively natural materials throughout the park, lots of wood and stone and native plants, sand and water.
It was a dream to work with Gaithersburg on this site because they were so forward-thinking and reusing the materials. So all the log rounds around Logtown, all that material was harvested and reused in site. The climbing structure was carefully picked from one of the trees on site and picked and moved with a crane.
You guys need to secure that. Do you have anything you can put under that side to hold it? Will that wall hold it?
We've really researched very deeply the plant materials that are indigenous to this area, and we've borrowed from that plant palette and then used additional plant materials to augment it so that we have a very robust native plant material use. So this is a handcrafted park. What's beautiful about this park and unique to it is that there's actually art pieces that are embedded in the park. Everything from the fallen log to the playhouses and the library boxes that were hand-painted to the insect hotel.
Probably one of my favorite elements in the park is Logtown, because Logtown ties back so much to the history of Gaithersburg. And where is it the kids can go these days and play in a 2-foot deep sandbox and make mud huts and play with water and sand? You know, that storyteller's chair that we had made for the Lost Library is such a unique thing, and the story, all the benches around it, what a great space for people to have to use and to take pictures in the giant chair.
It's so rewarding for us to see this go from concept to reality in just a few short years. And what a concept this was, embracing the city's commitment to both innovation and sustainability. Constitution Gardens harkens to Gaithersburg's past as we celebrate 250 years of history, and it symbolizes Gaithersburg's future as we incorporate the creative elements that will protect and enhance the environment for future generations.
3, 2, 1.
Constitution Gardens, as it has been redesigned and implemented, is going to be one of the most unique parks, definitely in the state of Maryland, if not the Mid-Atlantic region.
So it's so different than the traditional plastic metal jungle gym that kids climb on. It's just going to be a great experience for kids to play with that.
So I feel like what we're doing here is really good for children and for people of all ages.
And so we feel really proud that this park is able to highlight this notion of being handcrafted, hand-hewn for the visitor that reflects the history of Gaithersburg.
But as far as Old Town Gaithersburg, there's not really been a place where people can come and enjoy this space. So Having a park in Old Town Gaithersburg to draw the families from the surrounding neighborhoods is great, so they don't have to travel across town or go up to the school parking lots. It's positioned in a place that's going to bring a lot of sense of community to this area.